How to live the highest truth and still manage in the daily life, because it's like surrendering. You have to surrender. You have to understand who you are, and then you dissolve into that seeing. And sometimes it feels like it's very difficult to handle.
If you dissolve in the seeing, then there's nobody there to make decisions about anything. That's what dissolution means. Dissolution of the sense of your own private, separate material existence, or autonomy, put it this way. That's all it means. And then you see, because until now you're taking responsibility for your life. You think that there's you making this decision, making choices, contemplating what you should do or not do. You believe in this idea of yourself, but it's entirely false. Not true at all. And this dissolution, when the understanding takes place in you, the dissolution only amounts to that it is recognized that you don't exist. This guy that you take yourself to be, it's only an idea, another idea like other ideas. Okay, it's not another idea like other ideas. It is the most intimate idea. And this is why it goes undetected, you see. Okay, so once this dissolution happens, and it is happening to greater and lesser degrees or extent in different people, depending upon the openness that there is in the mind to accommodate, these reflections or these contemplations. But after it's happened, after this contemplation takes place, understanding takes place, if you want to say this, then there's really the moving out of the way of this character that you call yourself. Then also now you ask, how do you live in the world? Well, I feel you will live quite beautifully in the world. Live quite beautifully in the world. Because you're not living in the world. You're living beautifully in the world because you are not living in the world. You're not living your life. Nevertheless, at another level, because I sense you are actually itching to make a point about something. How will the life be? Does it mean that you say, okay, the world doesn't matter anymore? No, actually, paradoxically, it's not like this. In spite of seeing that all of this is an illusion, also you must include in that illusion the idea you held of yourself also is an illusion. Nevertheless, it is a divine illusion, and there's an order to it. I cannot talk about the purpose, the details, because I feel that is a contrivance. It is fresh every moment. It's infinite potential every moment, you see. But also, how you live the relative existence. I think this is what you're talking about.
Because making choice, it looks like there's no weight in things so much.
The consciousness is appearing to make choice in the form of individuality. Consciousness is doing it. It's appearing to make a choice in the form of individuality. This you'll understand, and so choice will feel in this moment playfully. It is not a heavy-duty pressure. It will happen spontaneously, this sense of choice.
Then staying in that is like a meditation.
Staying in that is also thought, you see. Staying in that is also thought. There's that. It's like the space, and then one day the space will just stay in the space. It's a completely ridiculous statement. Space is always space. It doesn't stay in space. This is completely bad English. It doesn't stay in space. This is still this idea being constructed in the mind that somehow there's somebody who will stay there. How you stay in that awareness. We have to accommodate even these ideas because to a certain extent at a relative level, And there is some feeling in this statement, you know. So I don't want to smash you on the head about it, okay? How you stay in it. But, you know, you have to come out of this state of projection that you need to stay in it and actually get into it, if you want to say that. Realize what it is. Because when you realize what it is, then you'll see that there's no effort to stay, that this was just a mistake. There's only it, and not you and it. You are that. I don't know how words is going to do this, to convey this type of thing. I don't know. I think I've been failing all my life talking about these things. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know where I'm speaking from, but what to speak, to put it into words, I don't want to mislead you, to say trust in follow them. If you follow them, you reach the place I am talking from. No trouble.
And then each time reaching this point there's silence, and this is my natural state. I just honor this, just take as that effortlessly.
Even again you speak, you know, do you honor this? There's no you there to honor it. This is why it's silent. If there's you, there's no silence, always noise. Wherever there's you, there is going to be noise. And let's be clear about it. Noise like this noise, and then this noise. Even when you don't, if somebody put duct tape, you are still noisy inside. If you don't understand this thing. You see. Nothing to honor.
Well, it is understood, but is living it fully. And
the one who understands it must die. Cannot be one surviving to understand this. The understanding itself got rid of you. I wonder if these words seem too brutal, but I mean, they are so full of kindness, you see. Get rid of yourself. And all these troubles, all these concerns about how you will be when, you will be as you are now, properly.
Thank you.
It's good?